Come, my little son, and I will tell you what we'll do. Undress yourself and get into bed, and this tale I'll tell to you. It's all about your daddy. He's a man you seldom see, for he's had to roam far away from home, away from you and me. Remember, laddie, he's still your dad, and he's working far away. In the cold and the heat, all the hours of the week on England's motorway. Now when you fall and hurt yourself and get up feeling bad, it isn't any good to go running for your dad. For the only time since you were born he's had to spend with you. He was out of a job and he hadn't a bob. He was signing on the brew. So remember, laddie, he's still your dad, and he's working far away. In the cold and the heat, all the hours of the week on England's motorway. Sure we'd like your daddy here, yes sure it would be fine to have him working nearer home and to see him all the time. But beggars can't be choosers, and we'll have to bear our load, for we need the money your daddy earns working on the road. Remember, laddie, he's still your dad, and he'll soon be home to stay for a week or two with me and you when he's built the motorway. Good evening, folks. We're on, Kathleen. We're on air.
We're on there.
Well, that was the Ewan MacColl song, and as we go through the evening, there's going to be a lot of Ewan MacColl songs in there, so you can see how much of an effect and inspiration Ewan MacColl was to Luke Kelly. Similar to what Luke is to me. He was my first and biggest inspiration in folk singing, and so we're going to pay tribute to Luke's repertoire tonight. He wasn't a songwriter as such, and but a great interpreter of songs, no doubt. No one can dispute that, I suppose. And his 80th birthday will be celebrated next Tuesday, but we're a couple of days early, and it's hard to believe he'd be 80 if he lived, and what a great man and a legacy he left in such a short 43 years of his life. And anyway, that was Ewan MacColl's song. I dedicate that to E.J. Campbell from South Carolina. Requested the song. We had lots of requests. Obviously, Luke is a very popular guy. We have to scale down the show a little bit. We don't want to keep you here all night and bore you to death. There's lots of Luke songs by nature, kind of slow and ballads, and and rightly so, because he had a voice like no one else had or will have. I would think he was. We'll never see the likes of him again. That's the bottom line. So Kathleen and myself are here this evening, in a kind of a winterish evening, but we're going to try and entertain you for the next. I'd say it'll be the bones of 2 hours, an hour and 3/4 probably, and so less of the talk, Pat, and get on with the singing. And so the next one is actually another Ewan MacColl song. and it's about mining industry in Wales, and he wrote songs about common people. The last one was similar, but working on the motorway. This next one is about working in the mines in Wales, and if you didn't inherit a butcher shop, a pub, or a farm, or a fishing boat in Wales up to not too long ago, you were expected to work in the mines. School day's over. School day's over, come on then, John. Time to be getting your pit boots on. One way to Sargon, moleskin trousers, it's time you were on your way. Time you were learning the pitman's job and earning the pitman's pay. Come on then, Jim, it's time to go. Time you were working down below. The morning mist is on the valley, it's time you were on your way. Time you were learning the collier's job and earning the collier's pay. Come on then, die, it's almost light. Time you were off to the anthracite. Time to be handling the pick and shovel. You start at the pits today. Time you were learning the miner's job and earning the miner's pay. School day's over, come on then, John. Time to be getting your pit boots on. One way to Sargon, moleskin trousers, it's time you were on your way. Time you were learning the pitman's job and earning the pitman's pay. School day's over, come on then, John. Time to be getting your pit boots on. One way to Sargon, moleskin trousers, it's time you were on your way. Time you were learning the pitman's job and earning the pitman's pay. School day's over. Thank you, folks. That is going out to Liam McMinihan and Barry Andrews in Bantry, our friend Barry, and Kathleen's and my friend Martina. So School Day's Over, one of my favourite songs of Luke's and the young McCalls, and Kathleen's aunt and her uncle were living in Cardiff, and we had the pleasure back in the 80s of visiting them a few times before they passed away. And her uncle was a Welshman, Glenn. He took us up to the valleys where they had all the mining industry years and years ago, before Margaret Thatcher came along. We'll say no more about that. Anyway, that was a beautiful song. I'm going to do a song for a guy, I'm going to try and pronounce his name, Gudlager Semestun, from Reykjavik in Iceland, and I hope he's looking in. And he's asked for Peggy Gordon, and I know he's a big Irish folk lover, and he sent on a photograph, or I saw it on Facebook. He pointed it out to me, of himself and Eddie and George Fury, two more great folk singers from Ireland, the Fury brothers, of course. Peggy Gordon, this is a song he requested, and another one of my favourite songs. And we're not too sure where this song could have came from. Scotland, it could have came from Ireland, but it certainly travelled across the Atlantic in both directions many times, and probably developed new lyrics along the way and lost some of the old ones. But the one that I know best is the one that Luke brought to our ears, and let's hear you sing it along. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so. I'm so in love, and I can't deny it. My heart lies smothered in my breast. It's not for me to let the world know it. But troubled minds can go. My head to a cask of brandy. It was my fancy, I do declare, for when I'm drinking I'm always thinking and wishing Peggy Gordon was here. All together. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. And I wish I was away in England, far across the briny sea, sailing o'er the deepest ocean, where love nor care ever bother me. And I wish I was in some lonesome valley, where womankind cannot be found, where the pretty small birds do change their voices, and every moment a different sound. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. Hope you enjoyed that. Good looker from Iceland, and myself and Kathleen were privileged to have visited Iceland in 2018. Did you like it, Kathleen?
Absolutely.
What did you like about it best? Everything, yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
Very hard to pick something out.
We should go back there.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Hey. we're doing a bit of tourism now here as well, folks. So when this COVID passes on, you wouldn't know, we might start up a cruise trip, cruise company, Kathleen, or renting a space on board a cruise ship. Or
Why
something.
not?
So that's how we got there. And so that song was one of my favourites for sure. Next one is an old rebel song, and we send this one out to Alan Jones over there in the UK. And Alan's been a loyal supporter of live music in general, and particularly to our weekly stream here. We appreciate it, Alan, and a great musician in his own right. And anytime we go over to Huddersfield, we meet Alan. And this is called The Rising of the Moon. And come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurried so. Hush your vocal, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. And come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. By that old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One word more for signal token, whistle out the marching tune. Put your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. Put your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon. Out of many the mud wall cabin eyes were watching through the night. Many a manly heart was beating by the blessed morning light. Murmurs rang along the valley like the banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. All along that singing river, that dark mass of men were seen. High above their shining weapons hung their own beloved green. Death to every foe and traitor, whistle out the marching tune. And to Rami boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. 'Tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon. And to Rami boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. Well, we fought for dear old Ireland, and full bitter was our fate. Oh, what glorious pride and sorrow fills the name of 98. Yet thank God while hearts are beating now in manhood's lonely noon, we'll follow in their footsteps at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. We'll follow in their footsteps at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. We'll follow in their footsteps at the rising of the moon. There we go. Thank you so much, folks. And that one was for Alan Jones in UK. And as we're on the subject of UK, I'll say a big hello to one of my great friends, Brian Roebuck. Myself and Brian soldiered together for many years singing songs, mostly Luke songs as a matter of fact, but not all. And Brian is a Dubliner himself, living in Salford, dirty old town with many years, and I won't say how long, with his very youthful and young wife Pauline, and their 2 great sons, and all the family. It's getting too big to mention them all. And as a matter of fact, Brian, this is Brian's
Artwork.
pencil drawing here. he did back when his 1992, when his hands were very steady. And but it's a beautiful, I really love it. It depicts Luke as I dream about him, as they say. So hello to the Roebucks over there in the UK as well. And I know Tom Coughlin sometimes is looking in. Is he in?
He's in tonight, yeah.
So Tom is a good friend of Brian Roebuck's as well, and lots of the folks in Doris and Bantry area. Anyway, continue with another song, and this one is reputedly the last song that Luke recorded in the studio. Not the last one he performed live, but it was written by Phil and June Colclough, UK English couple. We used to frequent Ireland and fell in love with the music, the pubs, and the people, and the scenery, of course. And it's called A Song for Ireland. And again, Luke did an absolutely superb rendition of this. Just to explain, folks, I'm not here to try and sound like Luke, or I never did. And this one's for Heather Reid over there in the west coast of the United States. And it's a beautiful song. The song speaks for itself as such. And as I say, I think Luke's is the definitive version to my ears. And there are lots of great versions by Mary Black and Sean Cannon and many more, but anyway. Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nest, silver wings they fly, they know the call of freedom in their breasts. So black-head against the sky, with twisted rocks that run down to the sea, living on your western shore, tall summer sunsets ask for more, stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. Someone touched the bow, played a reel that seemed so grand and gay. Stood on Dingle's beach and cast in wild foam we found Atlantic vast, living on your western shore, tall summer sunsets asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, talking all the day with true friends who try to make you stay, telling jokes and news and singing songs to while the time away. We watched the Galway salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun, living on your western shore, tall summer sunsets asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, dreaming in the night I saw land where no one had to fight. Waking in your dawn I saw you crying in the sleeping where the falcons fly, they twist and turn all in your rare blue sky. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. Stood by your Atlantic sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. There she goes. Another great song for sure. And send that one out to Heather Reid, as I mentioned. And the next song I'm going to send out to Mike Horn. Mike Horn is from Mount Collins, originally in Limerick, and now living in Melbourne, Australia, with many years. And he's taken up the five-string banjo, maybe I'm guessing 10 years ago, and he's very good at it. And he's always anxious that I played a Merlin banjo. I have one in my possession. Not many made in the world. They're, as I mentioned before, they're an all-metal banjo almost, apart from the fretboard and this part here that covers the headstock. And they were kind of like a space-age banjo at their time. They didn't really catch on. But my biggest problem back up here is that the strings are too close together. My fingers are too fat and balkish. So that's why I'm using the Merlin for the higher up stuff. I'd love to be able to play it. I would set up probably the best I've had it. I've had it about 12 years or so. Now, it's lots of songs that we're very familiar with Luke, and some of them we're not. You know, they're more rare, I suppose, in his repertoire, especially his live repertoire and stuff. And I've done a few episodes of sea songs. The next one is a sea song called Go to Sea No More. I hope you like it. When first I landed in Liverpool, I went upon the spree. Me watch was new and me money too could be. And when that me money was all gone, 'twas then I wanted more. Well, a man must be blind to make up his mind to go to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more. Go to sea once more. Well, a man must be blind to make up his mind to go to sea once more. Well, I spent the night with Angeline, too drunk to roll in bed. Me watch was new and me money too. In the morning with them she fled. And as I walked the streets about, the whores they all did roar. There goes Jack Sprat, the poor sailor lad, he must go to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more. Go to sea once more. There goes Jack Sprat, the poor sailor lad, he must go to sea once more. And as I walked in the streets about, I met with the Rapper Brown. I asked him for to take me on, but he looked at me with a frown. He said, last time you was paid up with me, you could no score. But I'll give you a chance and I'll take your advance, and I'll send you to sea once more. Once more, boys, once more. Send you to sea once more. But I'll and I'll take your advance, and I send you to sea once more. Well, he shipped me on board of a whaling ship bound for the Arctic Sea, where the cold winds blow through the frost and snow, and Jamaica rum would freeze. But worse to bear, I had no weather gear, for I'd spent all my money on shore. It was then that I thought that I should be dead and go to sea no more. No more, boys, no more. Go to sea no more. 'Twas then I wished that I was dead and could go to sea once more. So come all ye bold seafaring men, and listen to me song. When you come off those long trips, I'll have you not go wrong. Take my advice, drink no strong drink, no go sleeping with them whores. Get married instead and spend all night in bed, and go to sea once more. No more, boys, no more. Go to sea no more. Get married instead and spend all night in bed, and go to sea no more. Let's go. No more, boys, no more. Go to sea no more. Get married instead and spend all night in bed, and go to sea no more. We didn't, Kathleen?
All good.
Everyone happy?
All good. All good.
Thank you, folks. I'm going to do a song. Actually, the next song I heard, the first person I heard singing the next song was Brian Roebuck, and I'll send it out to Brian if he's looking in. And it's a song that was written after Luke passed away about him, and it's called The Dublin Minstrel, or The Red-Haired Minstrel Boy. And it's a great song about Luke. It's my favourite, I suppose, tribute song to Luke. All round the markets and down the quays, the sad news spread through the liberties. Our minstrel boy is gone, he'll sing no more. Now Luke, somehow we know we'll never see your likes again. Let's start with Kathleen.
Done.
In Dublin streets and roads, all through the years, came great musicians and balladeers, but there's a special one, a red-haired minstrel boy, and when he passed away, the city mourned its favourite son. All round the markets and down the quays, the sad news spread through the liberties. Our minstrel boy is gone, he sing no more. Now Luke, somehow we know we'll never see your likes again. He liked to laugh and sing, He loved the jar, his songs rang out in many city bars. I walked by the old canal, near where he used to live. Down Raglan Road I'm sad, as he'd so much left to give. All round the markets and down the quays, the sad news spread through the liberties. Our minstrel boy is gone, he sing no more. Now look, somehow we know we'll never see your likes again. Now the show is over, the curtain's down, a flame no longer burns in old Dublin town. And while the Liffey flows beneath the Halfpenny Bridge, you'll be remembered, look, for all you've done and all you said. All round the markets and down the quays, the sad news spread through the liberties. Our minstrel boy is gone, he sing no more. Now look, somehow we know we'll never see your likes again. Now look, somehow we know we'll never see your likes again. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. I will never see the likes of him again. That's a fact for sure. And this particular painting here, hope we won't drop it, Kathleen, right?
Put on the guitar,
put the
maybe.
guitar on, I suppose, and use my two hands. This one we came across in Skibbereen in an art shop, I suppose, or a gallery, and it was painted by Russell Barrett in 1991. And we went to his house out the road and we saw the original in his studio. I think it's beautiful. And when I met Luke, as I mentioned in my story during the week, his hair had the curls were pretty much gone. It was pretty straight in the early 80s, probably due to his brain tumour and so forth. This is what he looked like, closer to what I remember when I met him for the one and only time. And it's a really nice depiction of Luke. And of course he changed through the years, and his hair was longer and it was shorter and it was always curly and up to that point. And he was just unique looking, and as the song says, we'll never see the likes of him again from a point of view of a singer. And but his legacy is phenomenal for such short time he spent with us. He died at age 43, and he just Dubliners, I think, started out with 62, and he was gone by 83, or pretty much 83, January 84. So that was just 23 years or whatever, 21 years, is it, Kathleen? 21 years. So the amount of influence he has had on all of us, and inspiration, for when you think back of how young he was as we get older. Anyway, enough raw maish, as they say. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many the hours sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till the sad misfortune came over me, caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow the black velvet man who was saying, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty fair maid come a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Here we go. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and a gentleman passing us by. Well, I knew that she meant the doing of him by the look in her roguish black eye. Then the gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand. The very next thing that I said was, that says to the black velvet band, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning we had to appear. Well, the judge, he says to me, young man, your case it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude if it's went far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Everybody sing, her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all you jolly young fellows, and a warning take by me, when you are out in the town, me boys, beware of them pretty colleens, for they'll feed you with strong drink, until you're unable to stand. The very next thing that you know is you've landed in Bandyman's land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. That song was especially from Michael Dunn down there in Wexford, and the previous song was the Dublin Minstrel was for Sheila and Sam Kemp over there in Rugby in UK. So thank you so much. Great to have the requests in, folks, and for people to sing to and sing for. Well, as I mentioned during the week, I met Luke Kelly once in my life, and I was very lucky. And Kathleen tells me I talk too much, don't they, Kathleen?
Sometimes.
It's getting worse as I get older. And so Kathleen, can you post paste that?
I can do it.
onto if you want to listen, or if you want to listen to the song and read the story if you haven't read it already during the week, because it takes too long for me to tell it. But you'll see as you read it that the next song is the song I sang in Luke's company at his request to sing a song, and this is the song I picked, and Ewan McCall's song called The Travelling People, and dedicate this to Neil O'Reilly, our great friend Neil, and Joan O'Reilly. Joan, I'm sorry I can't do the request you asked me, but the schedule is pretty full up. I don't want to be detaining you too long. If Luke himself was here, he'd stay all night, I know that. But this is the song I sang in Luke's company, and I'll tell you about the other one later on. But how are we doing now, Kathleen? Is it possible?
Should be, I think, yeah. I think it's gone on there. It should be gone on there.
I'm a freeborn man of the travelling people, got no fixed abode, but nomads I am numbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I've never fancied being wrong. I'm the wrong key, Kathleen. I'm going to start again. You'd have extra time to listen to it. I knew I messed something up.
It's gone on anyway there.
Let's start again. I'm a freeborn man of the travelling people, got no fixed abode, but nomads I am numbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I've never fancied being alone. Well, we knew the woods and the resting places, and the small birds sang when winter it was over. Then the way you jog with your horse and dog, nice and easy, no need to go faster. And sometimes we'd meet up with other people, hear the news or else swap family information. At the country fairs we'd be meeting there, all the people of the travelling nation. I've made willow creels and the heather besom, and I've even done some begging and some hawking, and I'd lay there spent, wrapped up in my tent, and I'd listen to the old folks talking. All you freeborn men of the travelling people, every tinker, rolling stone and gypsy rover, you, folks. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that one. Word of advice in the next one, folks, and just listen to the song. And this one goes out to E.J. Campbell out there in South Carolina. So it's called Maids When You're Young, Never Wed an Old Man. An old man came courting me, hayden duranda. An old man came courting me being young. An old man came courting me, saying, would he marry me, mates, when you're young? Never wed an old man. Why? Because he's got no fallurum, bald little lie. He's got no fallurum, bald little lie. He's got no fallurum, he's lost his endurum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. When we went to church, hayden duranda. When we went to church, me being young. When we went to church, he left me in the lurch. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. All together, because he's got no fallurum, bald little liar. He's got no fallurum, bald little lie. He's got no fallurum, he's lost his endurum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. When we went to bed, hayden duranda. When we went to bed, we being young. When we went to bed, he lay like he was dead. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Because he's got no fallurum, bald little liar. He's got no fallurum, bald little lie. He's got no fallurum, he's lost his endurum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Well, I threw my leg over him, hayden duranda. Just to oblige him, me being young. I threw my leg over him, damn well near smothered him. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Because he's got no fallurum, bald little liar. He's got no fallurum, bald little lie. He's got no fallurum, he's lost his endurum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. When he went to sleep, hayden duranda. When he went to sleep, me being young. When he went to sleep, out of bed I did creep into the arms of a handsome young man. And I found his fallurum, bald little liar. I found his fallurum, bald little lie. I found his fallurum, he got my endurum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Is Carmel dancing, Kathleen, to that one?
I don't know about that one. She was dancing earlier anyway.
Well, she's definitely. Carmel and Mary up there in Dublin. I know you're dancing to that one. Thank you so much, folks. Great old song, a bit of fun, as I say, and we're going from a fun song to a very poignant and sad song. And so Kathleen met Luke once as well and spoke to him, not the same time as mine. So can you tell him very briefly, Kathleen, what happened?
It was down the roads at Tralee back in 82, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I asked him to sing the song, but I think it was the wrong place for him to sing it. So, but he was quite very nice to me and very gracious to me. He was lovely. And
it's one of my favourite songs as well, for sure. And it's called The Unquiet Grave, where love is stronger than death itself. And I don't want to get too sad or poignant, but if you look at Luke's repertoire, a lot of them are very passionate and deep songs. And rightly so, because he had the voice and the technique of carrying them. And so have a listen to this one, folks. I don't want to make you too dreary, but It's got beautiful words, and the first time I sang this to you, Kathleen, was a long, long time ago. I think
God, it was.
you said you still remember it.
I sure do.
What age was I then? Guessing 18.
18.
The wind will blow today, my love. A few small drops of rain. Never have I had but one true love. In Cold's clay she is lain. I'll do as much for my true love as any young man may. I'll sit and mourn all on her grave at 12 months and a day. The 12th month and the day being past, a voice spoke from the deep. Who is it sits all on my grave and will not let me sleep? 'Tis I, thine own true love, who sits upon your grave. For I crave one kiss from your pretty cold lips, and that is all I seek. You crave one kiss from my clay cold lips, but my breath is earthy strong. Have you one kiss from my clay cold lips? Your time will not be long. My time be long, my time be short. Tomorrow or today, may God in heaven have all my soul. Well, I'll kiss your lips of clay. See down in yonder garden green, of where we used to walk, the sweetest flower that ever grew is withered to the stalk. The stalk is withered dry, my love. So will our hearts decay. So make yourself content, my love, till death calls you away. Thank you so much, folks. I'm going to send out to Peter, Ryan, and also dedicated to Kathleen here behind the scenes, working
Thank you.
weekly behind the scenes. Behind every good person is another good person. Keep the genders out of it, Kathleen.
I like
in case we get lambasted. Thank you all for your requests, folks, and there's a few of you singing a lot of songs. I won't be able to get through every single one of them because I don't want to keep you listening all night. And but this one we'll definitely do one for everyone that asked for a song. And next one is for Anton Brannock, and I also send this song to our friend in Massachusetts, Joe Zajac, who just back out of hospital, and I think he's comfortable and doing well. So Joe, send our best to you and Kerry and all the family, and hope you recover fully soon. And we'll play songs when we get in each other's company again at some side of the pond, as they say. And this is for, as I said, for Anton Brannock. As I went walking one morning in May, I met a young couple who fondly did stray. Well, one was a young maid so sweet and so fair, and the other was a soldier and a brave grenadier, and they kissed so sweet and comforting as they clung to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. They went arm in arm along the road till they came to the stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. Well, out of his knapsack he took a fine fiddle, and he played her such merry tunes that you ever did hear. Well, he played her such merry tunes that the valleys did ring, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. And they kissed so sweet and comforting as they clung to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. They went arm in arm along the road till they came to the stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. Well, I'm off to India for 7 long years, drinking wine and strong whiskey instead of tail beers. And if ever I'll return again, 'twill be in the spring, and we'll both sit down together, love to hear the nightingale sing. And they kiss so sweet and comforting as they come to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. They went arm in arm along the road till they came to the stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. And they kissed so sweet and comforting as they come to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. They went arm in arm along the road till they came to the stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. Especially for Anton Brannock, and hope you enjoy that. The next one goes out to Angela Russell over there in the United Kingdom, near Birmingham. Angela, good to have you on board every week, in fairness, and a frequent visitor to Ireland when things are normal, and hopefully we'll have some of those visitations again, Angela. If we don't get you over here, we'll try and get over to you, as they say. And So the one she's requested is synonymous, of course, with the singing of Luke, and it's called the Auld Triangle. A hungry feeling came o'er me stealing, and the mice were squealing in my prison cell, and the Auld Triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. To begin the morning, the screw was bawling, "Get up, you bowsy, and clean up your cell." And the Auld Triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. The lag lay sleeping, Humpy Gussie was creeping, as I lay there weeping for my gal Sal. And the Auld Triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. Up in the female prison there are 75 women. 'Tis among them I wished I did dwell. Then the Auld Triangle could go jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal, all along the banks of the Royal Canal. Thank you, folks. I'm going to do a song next from, I'll try the Merlin again, Kathleen. I think it's up higher up the next. So this one is written by another one of my great heroes, Tommy Macon. I hope to do a tribute to Tommy in 2 weeks' time, by the way, folks. I have a load of Tommy songs that I know as well. And I was lucky to befriend Tommy before his untimely death back in 2007, and but this is a song that was written by Tommy, recorded by Luke, and I suppose one of the beautiful places up there in the northeast of our country called Carlingford, and it's called Farewell to Carlingford. Apparently one of Tommy's favourite spots on the planet. Now when I was young and in my prime, and could wander wild and free, there was always a longing in my mind to follow the call of the sea. So I sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Green Road, and I'll think of you both day and night until I Now the landsman's life is all his own. He can go or he can stay. But when the sea gets in your blood and she calls, you must obey. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. So I'll sing farewell to Carlingford and farewell to Greenore, and I'll think of you both day and night until I return once more, until I return once more. Especially for Dieter Kohl over there in Gaul in Germany, and sorry Dieter, I just played that and don't start fretting. I just played the last chorus with the up picking. I know he's learning to play the 5-string in his retirement. Especially for you, Dieter, I think we have another one dedicated to you as well later on, and we must make contact, and I'll tell you as much as I know. Hopefully it'll help you, as they say. So next song again is a very sensitive song, and it's a song that Luke seldom sang in public, and you can appreciate why when you hear it. And it's called Scorn Not His Simplicity. This one was written by Phil Coulter. We send this one out to Marion O'Brien and Butler Stone down in West Cork, and also to Heather Reid over there in San Francisco. I'll do my best to do a reasonable rendition of this, and again, the one and only Luke Kelly definitive version. See the child with the golden hair and eyes that show the emptiness inside. Do we know and we understand just how he feels, or have we really tried? See him now as he stands alone and watches children play at children's games. Simple child, he looks almost like the others, yet they know he's not the same. Scorn not his simplicity, but rather try to love him all the more. Scorn not his simplicity, oh no. Recognizing the kind face that only yesterday he loved, the loving face of a mother who can't understand what she's been guilty of. How she cried tears of happiness the day the doctor told her it's a boy. How she cried tears of helplessness, and thinks of all the things he can't enjoy. Scorn not his simplicity, but rather try to love him all the more. Scorn not his simplicity, oh no, oh no. Wish I had a fiddle. Only he knows how to face the future, hopefully surrounded by despair. He won't ask for your pity or your sympathy, but surely you should care. Scorn not his simplicity, but rather try to love him all the more. Scorn not his simplicity, oh no, oh no, oh no. Thank you. Doing okay, Kathleen?
Oh, good.
As I mentioned, I've done a couple of sea song specials. This one never got included. It's one of my favourite songs of Luke as well, and written by Peggy Gordon, about a fishing tragedy. And again, we remember those people who put their lives at risk, both at sea for work purposes, and also people who go out in lifeboats and try and save people in trouble at sea. And this one went badly wrong. Back in 1959, and the song tells the story. It was about a lightship that got into trouble, and they sent out a lifeboat to rescue the crew, and the lifeboat got lost as well, and it's called the Lifeboat Mona. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. The wind did blow and the sea rose up, beat the land with mighty waves. St. Andrew's Bay the lightship fought to sea until her moorings gave. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. The captain signaled to the shore, "We must have help or we'll go down." Roti ferry at 2 a.m. they send the lifeboat Mona out. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. 8 men formed that gallant crew. They set their boats against the main. The wind so hard and the sea so rough, we'll never see land or home again. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. 3 hours went by and the Mona called. The wind blows hard and the sea runs high. In the morning on Carnoustie beach, the Mona and her crew did lie. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. 5 lay drowned in the cabin there, 2 were washed up on the shore. 8 men died when the boat capsized, and the 8th is lost forevermore. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. The men who leave the land behind, and the men who'll never see land again. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. Remember the gallant men who drowned on the lifeboat Mona was her name. Remember December 59, the howling winds and driving rain. The men who leave the land behind, and the men will never see land again. Sad song, but I love the minor key. Some kind of interesting chords on that one. That one's from Mike Horn again, and as is the next one. Mike, you're getting a double whammy here. And one on the Vega and one on the Merlin for you. And the next one is a song we're all very familiar with, and especially Luke's version, called Whiskey in the Jar. All about a guy who gets involved in whiskey and women. A very dangerous combination. It's either the women or the whiskey. That's what I always say. So I opted for the whiskey, Kathleen, didn't I?
Might be safer.
And one woman. As I was going over the Forfin Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. First produced me pistol and I then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are above the sea where was sharing the back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there whiskey in the jar. Well, I counted out his money and I made a pretty penny, put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would see me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. But sure, back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there whiskey in the jar. But I went into my chamber for to take when the morning bright and dirty was sheer ring the doo da ba da. Back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, was sheer ring the doo da ba da. Back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, hey! All right.
All good.
Well, let's try the Shoals of Herring in this position. I usually play it open, but again, as I say, the Merlin is very narrow up here for me. We learn that some year we're faring on the wild and wasteful ocean. It's out there on the deep that we harvest and reap our bread as we hunt the bunny shoals of herring. Well, it was a fair and a pleasant day. Out of the Yarmouth harbour I was faring as a cabin boy on a sailing lugger for to hunt the bunny shoals of herring. Oh, the work was hard and the hours were long, and the treatment sure it took some bearing, and I used to sleep standing on me feet, and I dream about the shoals of herring. Oh, we left the home grounds in the month of June, and to Canny Shields we soon were bearing, with 100 cran of the silver darlings that we taken from the shoals of herring. You left rope man now, boy, you're on the move. You can swear and show a manly bearing. Take your turn and watch with the other fellas while following the shoals of herring. Now you're up on deck, you're a fisherman, and you're learning all about seafaring. Got your education, scraps of navigation, as you hunt the bunny shoals of herring. The stormy seas and the living gales, I yearn the gear that I was wearing. Sailed 10,000 miles, caught 10 million fishes, as we hunted for the shoals of herring. And this night and day we're faring. Come winter wave or winter gale, sweating our colds, growing up, growing old, are dying, as we hunt the bunny shoals of herring. That one was for Billy Nevins, and also for Dieter Gall in Germany as well. So thanks for asking for that one, folks. Because I really love the Clancy Brothers and Tommy Macon, I kind of did that version slightly closer to Luke's, but probably a mixture of the two, because they sing it a little different, and Liam Clancy does a superb version of that song. I think they actually got it from Luke at a flag hole back in the 60s or something like that. And that's another great seafaring song for sure. And are people okay, Kathleen?
They seem to be.
It's going to be kind of a longer show, folks, if you don't mind. I've about another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more songs, and we'll be out of here. So if you want to put a kettle on, you'll be ready when we complete. And there's so many songs that we'd love to sing in Luke's repertoire. But if you think about it, when Luke was singing with the Dubliners, he was probably lucky to get 5 songs in a night. Because I went to see them. I was lucky to see the famous 5 a good few times. And you know, you'd Ronnie, you'd Kieran Burke, you had Luke, and then you had, of course, John and Barney doing their instrumental music as well. So you can appreciate doing in a concert of tours, even that, you know, they all only got maybe 4 or 5 to maximum. And they're all fantastic characters, of course, in the Dubliners. You know, there were like leaves from different trees blown together, was one way it was described. And here's our Luke grotto here for this evening. I hope you like it. And that's a book written by Des Garrity, and a few CDs here, and LPs, of course. And as I mentioned, Brian Roebuck's pencil drawing here, done by Brian, my friend, and this done by the now deceased Russell Barrett in West Cork. And I know there's some fantastic art being done these days, particularly Hilary Kavanagh, and is it Kavanagh? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Hilary Kavanagh. Chris Kavanagh, who does a Luke tribute show in memory of Luke. It's his wife. She does some fantastic stuff. I see it on the internet, along with loads of more artists as well, folks. So have a look, and I must invest again in a few, but we're running out of wall space, Kathleen. Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah. I didn't even get up there myself yet.
We'll have to extend the room.
Put the pictures outside the house. But anyway, Phil Coulter wrote many songs, and he produced and arranged a lot of the LPs in the early 70s for the Dubliners. And this particular song, very dear to Luke's heart, apparently written by another great song. I know we sang the Scorn Not His Simplicity, but this was very personal as well to Phil Coulter, about his native city of Derry. And it's an anti-war song, I think, myself, and Luke did a beautiful version of it, and the first one I heard, as did Paddy Wiley. And this one goes out to Kathleen O'Regan in West Cork, and hope you're keeping well there, Michael, and all the family and grandchildren and all that. So hope you're keeping well down there in probably blustery West Cork this evening. And Town I Love So Well is the name of the song, as you can guess at this stage. And it also goes out to Heather Reid out there as well in the west coast of America. You're getting your name mentioned a lot this evening, Heather, and well deserved. You're a long way away. So, and I know you appreciate live folk music from different sources, particularly sea songs. In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell, going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn, all women from Craigin moor and the wall, while the men on the door played a mother's role, fed the children and then trained them all. But when times got tough, there was just about enough, but they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride for the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day that I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me, for I learned about life and found a wife in the town I loved so well. But when I returned, how my eyes they have burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armoured cars and the bombed out bars and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and the damned barbed wire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? Now the music's gone, but they carry on, for their spirits been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, but their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I loved so well. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Luke, happy birthday to you. I swore he smiled. happy 80th to you, Luke, and hope you're looking down on us and looking after us, and thank you so much for the music. Have a can of Coke on me, Luke. Okay, folks, hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to do another lively one for Mike Horn, and you're going to have to settle for the Vega again this time. I'm going Merlin after this. This is banjo talk, folks. Don't worry about it. How are things going, Kathleen?
All good.
Mike Horn down there in Australia. This is for you as well. This is a song myself and Brian Roebuck recorded back in 1993, I think. Was it, Kathleen? Probably
around, yeah. 92, 93, yeah.
In 1841, me corduroy breeches I put on. Me corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway, poor Paddy works on the railway. You ready? I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, golden switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway in 1842. Got myself a job to do, got myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, golden switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway in 1843. Took the shovel across my knee, went to work with the company, the Leeds and Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, golden switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1844, we landed on the Liverpool shore. Our bellies were empty, our hands were raw, from working on the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway, poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, wool switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway in 1845. Ben O'Connell, he was alive. Ben O'Connell, he was alive, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, wool switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway in 1846. Changed up from carrying bricks, changed up from carrying bricks, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, wool switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1847, poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. Poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway, poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, wool switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, vegan breeches, wool switches, dozen hitches. I was working on the railway. Thank you, folks. Anyone read the story, Kathleen? Or?
I'm not sure. It went up anyway. I am not sure.
Yes, okay. Well, this is the song that Luke sang back to me on the evening that I met him. And if you get on my profile, if you have missed the story, because it's too long to tell, really, And but it meant a lot to me. I feel very privileged, very lucky to have met the man in person. This one also goes out to Mike Horn and to everyone that's looking in this evening, folks. We appreciate your company and hope you enjoyed the show so far. We've about 3 songs left after this one, and this is a synonymous song with Luke singing, and I was very privileged that he sang it for me, especially back in 1981 on July the 1st. On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare, that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the ledge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I'm not making hay. Oh, I loved too much, and by such is happiness strong. I gave her gifts of the mind. I gave her the secret signs that known to the artists who have known the true God of sound and stone, and worth and tend without a stems. I gave her points to say, with her own name there, and her own dark hair, like clouds over fields of May. On a quiet street where all ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly. My reason must allow that I have loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel his wings at the dawn of day. Okay. It's a long song, but you can't sing part of it for sure. You have to sing it all or nothing, as I say. So happy 80th to Luke Kelly. Okay. Next one's for Dieter Gall again in Germany, and it's called Dirty Old Town, and also goes out to Brian and Pauline and the gang over there, and anyone around Gypsy and Inniscarra, Coachwood, Blarney, Cork, Ireland, Europe, the world at this stage. In case we're singing hello to all of you folks, and thank you for looking in from all corners of the globe. And Dirty Old Town. I met my love by the gasworks road, dreamed a dream by the old canal, kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the docks, saw a train set the night on fire, smelt the spring on the sulphur winds. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon, cats are prowling on their beat. Springs a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm going to make me a big sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my loved one by the gasworks road, dreamed a dream, dreamed a dream by the old canal, kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town. Thank you, folks. We've two to go, and thank you very much for tuning in this evening and paying our respects to a great hero of many people, and an Irish legend and treasure, of course. And thank you, Luke, for inspiring such generations, and still is inspiring. There's a lot of younger folks out there I know inspired by him, and especially when it comes to I find out by especially the long neck banjo, and people look for advice on playing it. Okay, we're going to do Hand Me Down My Bible and one more before we go. And again, hello to everyone out there. I'm thinking of people in Timberleague, I'm thinking of people in the United States, I'm thinking of people in Canada, I'm thinking of people in Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands, UK, Wales, Scotland, and Iceland, and Ireland, of course. Let's go for this one. Oh, glory, oh, now I'm the Lord's disciple. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down my Bible. I like my liquor and my living hard, may the Lord save my soul. My salvation was the turn of a card, my heart's as black as coal. But everybody's got the right to go wrong, everybody's got to sing my song, everybody's got the right to go wrong. Sing my song, sing my song. Oh, glory, oh, I'm the Lord's disciple. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down my Bible. I don't give a damn for any man, 'cause all the world can see. Time has come to make a stand. Whoa, shine your light on me. Come on, people, let your life begin. Come on now, let the sun shine in. Come on, people, let your life begin. Let it in, let it in, let it in. Oh, glory, oh, I'm the Lord's disciple. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down my Bible. I like my liquor and my living hard, may the Lord save my soul. My salvation was the turn of the card, my heart's as black as coal. But everybody's got the right to go wrong, everybody's got to sing my song, everybody's got the right to go wrong. Sing it, sing my song, sing my song. Oh, glory, oh, I'm the Lord's disciple. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down my Bible. One more time. Oh, glory, oh, I'm the Lord's disciple. Oh, glory, oh, hand me down my Bible. Let's not forget Malaysia and Australia and New Zealand as well, folks. I knew I'd leave several places out, and probably still Brazil is another one we keep on forgetting, Kathleen. So hello to everyone out there on the planet Earth. Okay, the last one was for Nora Blake and Peter Ryan, and reputedly the last song that Luke sang live, and it's a poignant song, and apparently he loved the song towards the end of his life, which is, it's a leaving song. Leaving love song. So on that note, folks, we'll leave you. We'll be back again next Saturday at the same time, doing a general show, and as I said, a week after we hope to do Tommy Makem tribute. And thank you very much for joining in this evening, and sticking with us for an extra long show. And thank you, Kathleen, behind the scenes. So if you want to say goodbye to all the folks out there, Kathleen.
Bye everyone. See you next week, or won't see, but bye.
See, Kathy, I told you you're not as shy as you think you are.
Oh yeah.
I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I had to cross. I must be guided without stumble into the arms I love most. And when he came to his true love's dwelling, he knelt down gently upon a stone, and through her window he whispered lowly, "Is my true lover within at home?" Wake up, love, it is thine own true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired, love, and oh so weary, and more than dear drenched to the skin. She's raised her up, her down soft pillow. She's raised her up, and she's let him in, and they were locked in each other's arms until that long night was past and done. And when that long night was past and over, and when the small clouds began to grow, he's taken her hand and they've kissed and parted. He saddled and he mounted and away he did go. Altogether, I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without stumble into the arms I love most. And hello to all our family as well, our brothers and sisters, siblings, and our children, of course. See you next week, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Keep well, keep safe. Shanta.